What is up, guys? Alex here with another video, and today we will be playing some From the Depths. So, I'm just getting the stream up right now, real quick. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the world over to the World War II world real quick. Might take a little bit of time. Single player, vehicle designer, and naval. So we're gonna spawn right in the middle of the water real quick. I'm just going to go into options and go for sound real quick. I want the music all the way down and the game volume just a little bit lower. Awesome. So, real quick, I'm going to go into here and look at some of the ships real quick. Now, I know the Japan have a aircraft carrier, which is a really nice aircraft carrier, to be honest. It's pretty good. But today we're going to be looking at some of the Japanese battleships, as, to be honest, they did have some of the best. Germany had some of the toughest, but you know, US battleships are just as good. But I'm going to be looking at the Japanese battleships. Don't tell me this is a sub. Awesome. This is a Japanese submarine called the Type B, and it's got some pretty good guns on here, I'd say. Oh, it's storming again. Let's see if I can change that real quick. Honestly, I don't know how. Anyways, so this is the Japanese submarine, and we're going to put it up against the US submarine. So I'm just going to spawn in the US sub right over here, and we're going to watch them play out the battle. No, I should stop interrupting. Sorry, got interrupted for a little bit. Anyways, I'm going to see how they do against the US submarine called the Ballo. And I'm going to spawn it in on the Axis real quick. Doesn't have as nice guns, but it's a little bit more of a sleeker design. It's going to go underwater instantly. And right now it's firing quite a bit of torpedoes. We're just going to see how the Japanese ship's doing. Oh, these are torpedoes from the Japanese ship already here. Okay. Let's see how the torpedoes do. They're coming a little bit high for it to be going for that sub. Unfortunately. I don't think these... Oh, something's hit. Ooh, Japanese sub torn in half. Oh, yeah. Look at that, went straight into it. That's a dead submarine. Unfortunately, I think the torpedoes on the Japanese sub are not really good at tracking, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, I didn't even go underwater. Is he even on combat? Now it's going underwater? Or just never went underwater to begin with? It looks broken, to be honest, but I'm going to give that a win for the US sub. Now I'm going to take a look inside the US sub, because I don't know how it looks. I just want to see what's inside this real quick. Now I'm going to put it on my team so I can take a tour of it. Right now, I'm in the... Okay, they've got this room, which has all of the torpedoes for the back of the ship, or the front of the sub. Let's see if I can get out and walk around. So we've got this room, where all of the cannon equipment is stored in the back here. This room is where all the submarine stuff's going on. Oh, and you can go up deck too. Check this out. Staircase right here to go underneath. Oh, and there's a second floor to the submarine as well. This is where a bunch of the stuff is stored, I assume. Engine. More air tanks, and more torpedoes. I'd say this is a pretty nice sub, to be honest. It looks pretty good. Yeah, this is really good. Now I'm just gonna destroy it. And we're gonna look at some other things. Now, the US has a pretty big ship called the Alaska, but I'll show you it real quick, I guess. I can show it to you. Let me just find it real quick. There we go. It's a pretty big ship. The USAN Alaska. That's how big it is. Let's warp real quick. Right now we're in the bridge. Right up here is the bridge where our little character is. And it gives us that radar dish. A huge back cannon. A bunch of anti-aircraft along the sides. The only thing is the ship's really open, and if if it gets exploded, it's kind of not good. So that's not pretty good with the Alaska. That's probably why it's not that good. But we're gonna see how it does against some bombers. Okay. The ship is gonna be completely AI for a second. I'm just gonna go take cover inside the ship where the bombs shouldn't be able to get me. I hope. First gonna drop to the very bottom inside the engine room, except that might not be smart. Well, we're hiding in the engine room, I guess. Now let's get some bombers in it and see how they do. So we're gonna get some B-17s. Put them on the enemy team. Let's get 1. 2 flying fortresses. Oh! Oh! Damn. That thing's gone. Plus it shot out some of the bombs, too. That ripped through them so quick. Bunch of torpedoes coming in, though. Look at that. Ripped through it so fast. Okay, I'm gonna pause it real quick. These are all anti-aircraft guns. Let me look at these. There's 3 on this side, 3 back here, 3 on here. This full thing is covered in anti-aircraft. And to me, it looks like it just killed the back gunner. Just unpause it real quick. Now these are all frag or flak. You see these explosions? It releases these tiny bullets in the air that go everywhere. That plane cannot survive longer than it has right now, to be honest. And that looks like the lost an engine right here. Let's check the bottom of the plane. Nothing too damaging. A little bit of damage in the hull. Lost 1 propeller, and it looks like it's going down super soon. It's trying to fly. Oh my god. Yep, it just lost the back of its plane. It lost its tail. And it's gonna go down super soon. Now it's going up, and now it's gonna start crashing. Now right now it can't control its elevation, so it's just dropping the rest of its bombs until the rest of this plane is kind of just dead. Hey, what's up, Jetman? Welcome to the From the Depths stream. Just messing around with some of the functions. So the USA and Alaska took some heavy hits to its exhaust here, because those are probably heat tracking missiles, and it did get a little bit into the engine room, kind of cut up the tubing a little bit, but other than that, none of the engines were really hit that bad. So if you guys have any battle suggestions or anything you kind of want to see with this, just leave comments. Yeah. If you guys want to see any battle suggestions, just leave them down in the comments. I can set them up. We got tons of planes, tons of naval ships, and tanks. Really, I'm just messing around with things until somebody comes along and suggests a particular battle they want to see. Now, yeah, I know, the plane lost its tail. I'm gonna do a BF-17 versus some Zeros from the Japanese planes. So, on my team, we're gonna put in one B-17, and then for the Japanese, we're going to put in a A6, I forget what they're called. They're called, let me find them real quick. Yeah, the A6M0. So let's load one of those for the Axis and see how the battle goes. Just go to F9 real quick. Okay, so right now bullets are coming in, I think. So bullets from the side gunner right here, and the back gunner, and the gunner underneath are coming in on the A6M0. Let's see if it can juke out the gunners and make it and shoot out the bomber. Okay, right now it's flying underneath. Let's just look at this real quick. Tons of bullets coming in right now. Unfortunately, none of them are really getting any good shots. Right there's the Flying Fortress. Zero's getting a little bit hit with some bullets, but it's just machine guns, nothing that it can't handle. Okay, I'm going to spawn in one higher up. See how it does. It's going to be a fleet of like a few. That gunner's shooting out that one back there. Yep, the one below just got taken out with some missiles. Yes, there are P-51s versus Zeros. I can put some of that in for you. Okay, so we're gonna do how many P-51s and how many Zeros? Probably like 5 of each, which is a good squadron number, I assume. Okay, so let's pause the game. Load 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Zeros versus 5 P-51s. Okay, looks like a good. And then over here we'll put in some P-51s. So let's go over to the Allies, go over to the United States. Let's spawn in some P-51s. There we go. 1, 2. Let's get 5 of these in. It's a good fleet number, or a squadron number for these planes. And the battle will commence. 3, 2, 1, go. P-51s are flying in unison. They're going straight towards. Wait for bullets to be shot. Okay, so let's look at the situation. P-51's A6M0 is diving low. All of them are diving low to dodge the bullets. Unfortunately, this P-51's been hit in the tail just a bit from the A6M0. Same with these. I think the A6M0s are going to outwin the P-51s. And let's look what just happened. Pretty sure that was 2 P-51s, or at least 1, that just got taken out by the A6M0s. 2 are diving up to out-juke, but they're really just getting hit too much with them. That A6M0 is getting tailed, but it's really just out-juking most of the planes. I don't know who's gonna win this battle. I think some of the P-51s have died, but this A6M0 looked like it's gonna get down really soon. Oh, another plane went down. Ooh, an A6M0 just got taken out by this P-51. And this A6M0 looks like it's getting taken out as well in this 5v5. Now let's pause the game real quick and let's look at how many are left. Good number of them, but I'm honestly not sure who's gonna win this fight. Ooh, P-51. 3 A6M0s left versus 2 P-51s. Unfortunately, I think the A6M0s are going to win this one. I think. They've just got more maneuverability and they're able to land more bullets onto the P-51s. Right now it's like a 3v4. Oh, they're all getting really close. That A6M0 does not look too good. Ooh, this is going to be a close call. But this A6M0's got a two P-51s trailing it yet. They just shot out something important. This thing's now stalling real quick. It's lost its tail and it's lost one of its guns on this wing. Since there's a hole in this wing, it's kind of tilting that way. Eventually, they're just going to shoot it out or it's going to crash into the water. Like this P-51 crashed into the water over here. It looks like its propeller got shot out and it's just here in the water now. Boom, that one just got destroyed. That was an A6M0, I believe. Yep, there goes the last A6M. It's just getting torn up by bullets right now. Ooh, that was close. Something just got shot out. Yep, this thing's going straight into the water. Without any wings, there's no way it's going to be able to fly. So it's just falling straight into the water. Now the last one that's flying with basically half a wing and pretty damaged tail is getting sideswiped by that P-51. P-51s look like they're going to win this battle. Yep. It's just got hit pretty bad. I think it lost its propeller. No, it lost its gun. And it's losing most of its wings right now. Honestly, it's just falling. I think only 2 P-51s, no, 3 P-51s are left. Versus the one A6M. this last zero is going to go down super quick. Just waiting. Oh, that one's going straight towards it. Right there. Pulled up, though. Honestly, it's just got no more energy left. It's gonna get. Oh, that was a big hit on the wing. Now it's just going in circles until it falls. It's trying to keep itself. Ooh! That P-51 just hit it. And now it's stuck in the water. Kind of killed itself. That A6M0 should not be able to fly at this point. It's literally just going off of strong propeller force. And it's getting shot out. Yep. Honestly, it's got no more wings, so it's falling. Yep, there it goes. Going straight into the water. Yep. So, only 2 P-51s survived that. I'd say that's pretty good. So the P-51s win this battle, but A6M0s did put up a pretty even fight, I'd say. And remember, if you guys have anything else anything you guys want to see, just leave it down below in the comments. I think it's nighttime right now. Battles look pretty sick at night, but nighttime only lasts for like 3 minutes, to be honest. Okay. Right now, we're just going to put in some different ships to see how they do. Gridley is a pretty good ship, but it's pretty small, to be honest. It's got a lot of torpedoes on it, on the sides, and torpedo launchers, but its cannons are not that effective. It's more of a torpedo ship. And we'll put it against an equally as small Italian ship. Over here, let me go to the Italy. Let's pick up. Oh, they added a new battleship. Okay, it's a pretty huge battleship. But there's also this 31,000, 98,000. Yep, this small Italian battleship. Okay, so we're gonna load him on the Axis versus the Gridley on the Allies. Okay, let's see who wins. Ooh. So right now it's got these torpedo launchers on the side that are about to pop out. Right there. A bunch of shots coming in, not really penetrating the armor as well as I thought it would have. Really putting just dents in it. Over here though, we've got some nothing really bad. We're just gonna wait for these torpedoes to make it. These torpedoes should really put a big damage in that ship if they make it. But the ship's moving. Oh, I don't think the torpedoes made it. No, torpedoes didn't make it. Ship's moving too much. Yes, good hits on the Italian ship over here. What's that? It's a pretty far-fetched hit. Close though. Oh, this ship looked like it lost all of its torpedo launchers, so this ship's kind of pointless at this point. I think the Gridley's gonna sink though. It's just back and forth combat right now. The only way the Gridley could win at this point is if it takes out some of the Italian ship's main guns, which it did. It took out about like one gun, I see. Ooh, good shot on the... Yes, good shot. This is a fairly tiny ship, though, both of these, for either side. Ooh, very close. This one does have torpedoes on the back, though. Yep, the Gridley's going down. Yep, it's sinking. Look at that. That's what I thought. It got... The entire back got blown off, and now it's sinking in the water. But it's still putting up a fight. It's still taking out some of the guns on the Italian ship. And put a few holes in it, but really, those few holes aren't going to do anything. This ship has a bunch of air in it anyways, so... It's probably going to stay afloat. But one flying fortress could probably take this out. Yes, nice hits, though. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be able to do anything. I think the Gridley's going to be sinking. It's already going down. And it just lost the front of its ship as well. Yep. It's sinking. No more guns left on the Gridley. And it just lost the front of its ship and the back of its ship. And it just takes a whole... Oh, just lost a cannon. That's a pretty big explosion. Just knocked it out of the water. And now it's sinking. Pretty quickly. At this point, the ship was going to sink. It's now leaning to one side. And the Italian ship got away with very few damage. It's probably got enough crew to repair it. Ooh, P-38s. They're... I do not have a P-38, I don't think. But I do have a P-61, which is pretty close to a P-38, which but it's got a gunner on top. It's got two gunners. No, I don't think I have any P-38. I got the P-40, the P-61, and the P-51. But the P-61 is like the P-38. I can spawn it in real quick. Except it's got this top gunner right here. P-38 does not have that top gunner. P-38 has a similar body with the deck in the middle. And the P-30 also has these two back windows for this gunner. This gunner is a 360, turns all the way around. And it's got these two side guns like the P-38. And it's also got rockets as well, this plane. Which the P-38 does have rockets too, but this is like the next plane after the P-38. It's the P-50, the P-61. But I'm going to spawn it in anyways because it's got rockets, and it might be able to take out the Italian ship. Okay, it's getting a hit just a little bit, but it's trying to gain some elevation. Yep, now it's firing. This top gun right here is firing right at the ship. All of these blue tracers are from the plane. So, the plane didn't take much damage, it took a few. Okay, now it's firing its rockets. Dang, it missed. Those were some pretty fast rockets. Oh my god. Those are like long-range rockets. Now it's gotta wait to reload. Yeah, sorry, I don't have a P-38. Could probably install a P-38 and put it into here as well. Taking more hits from the P-61. More rockets. Ooh! Got a bit of hits on it. Let me just check out this plane real quick, see how it's doing. Barely any damage at all, if none. P-40. P-40. You want to see the P-40? This is the P-40. It's a pretty good plane. It's got 2 side guns, and it's super fast, if anybody's wondering. Wow. AI in this game. Am I right? Okay, I'm just gonna spawn in one P-40. I'm not sure how it is, but it's super fast of a plane, to be honest. And it flies at pretty high altitudes as well. Now, I'm going to see how it does versus a P-61. Okay. Charging up. Look at this. Going straight for it. Very maneuverable, the P-40. P-40 is dodging all of the bullets, in my opinion. Look at that. These are tracers literally really close to the plane. And now it's going to go back and do some more damaging shots on here. It hit the tail a bit. Its bullets aren't really that good for hitting heavy armor planes like the P-61. Oh, dang. It's taking a bit of shots. Unfortunately, the P-61 is such a heavy plane, can't really turn, so it's using its back gunner, trying to take out the P-40. But the P-40 is so quick, it can really just dodge most of the machine gun bullets, which really get out there. Okay, that was not very smart. It just flew right in front of these 2 guns. These 2 guns are pretty good. Chipped off a little bit of its tail, and it did lose a bit of its cornering and some holes in the wing. I don't know if we'll be able to take out such a heavy armored plane like the P-60. We'll just have to watch. It's going back for another raid. Good thing about the P-60, unlike the P-38. Oh! Look at that. It literally just swiped up and shot some bullets and cut right in between one of the engines. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, the only way it can lose the engine is it's still attached by the tail. So this plane's really not going to be affected that much, except it's just taking all the damage now. P-40 is taking it out. P-40 cuts off that tail. This plane's going down. P-40's coming around. Fast enough to dodge the rockets. It's getting more bullets onto the tail. It's left this pretty big hole right there. Boom. More bullets hitting the tail. Now it's hitting off one of the side engines from underneath. Now, the P-40 just got a little bit too close and just freaking crashed into the tail, cutting off one of the engines, and literally cut off its wing and tail. Man, the P-40 is a vicious plane. Honestly, it's pretty good. But I think both planes are unfortunately gonna start going down now. For having lost. Boom. Literally crashed right into the side of this plane. Look at that. Flew around because it lost its wing and it couldn't control itself, and it crashed into the falling plane right over here. So. Now this plane's just literally falling. And there it goes, it blew up. Both planes dead. Both planes are down. Main body of the plane's just falling. Both planes ended up crashing into each other, ending themselves. It's quite a bit of planes. There's also Russian planes in here. I know G-Knight's favorite plane is the Yak-9, which tends to crash into other planes like it did here. That's a pretty good ending. It just killed itself at the end. Now, we can go look at some of the... I'm pretty sure that's all of the planes the US has. It does have the C-17, which is not a bomber. It is a transport plane. It's like that plane with the hatch at the bottom and stuff. It looks like it's got some landing gear in here. Okay, I'm gonna just see what this plane does. I've never destroy vehicle. Load it onto my team real quick. I'm gonna go walk inside it. So we're inside of it. Here's the door. Oh, it's just a bunch. It's yeah. 3 or 1. Whoops! I accidentally shot my gun inside the plane and cut it in half. And it seems to me that we are falling into the ocean. Whoops. And I think we're about to lose an engine. And it's just falling apart. Not really good. Oh, there goes the engine. Oh, I fell out of the plane. A P-47. You know, I really like the P-47, but I'm not sure if they have it. I can go look. I think I might have to install a P-47. They got the P-61, the P-51, P-40, the B-25, the B-17, and the C-17. Dang. It's one of those tanker planes. Let me see. I don't think you want to explode any of that. Options. Let me go into build mode. Let me do mouse based. Perfect. I'm not sure what those are. I think it's fuel or something. I just know you don't want to break that. And it looks like a transport plane. Looks like pretty hefty. Yeah, there's no P-47, unfortunately. This plane bounces too much. Okay, I'm just gonna go sit in the chair over here. I think it's rain. Okay, now let's see how the Yak-9s can take out a C-17 transport. So we'll spawn in one Yak-9 and see what happens. Spawn in a bit more. Up, hitting it from underneath. Now let's look at any of the damage. Nothing too bad. This is a pretty heavy plane, and it's made for transporting. So, yeah. All of this is cargo inside. I think it's raw resources, so it kind of blows up when shot out, because it's fuel and ammo. Yak-9s versus the P-40. Okay. That's coming up next. After the Yak-9s take out the C-17, P-40 reinforcements will come in. This plane is heavily armored. It's taking tons of... Oh! There it goes. It shot the cargo inside. All of this is fuel in the wings. Raw fuel in the wings right here. So... kind of goes up in flames a lot. And it just lost a wing. It's in about... Yep, there goes the back of my plane. I better stay in my chair. But Yak-9s are shooting us out, and we're falling. And our wing just caught on fire. And we're dying. No! Okay. We're gonna do one Yak-9 versus the P-40, and then we'll see who's the better plane. And we'll do a little bit more, maybe like 5 Yak-9s versus the P-40. So let's get in 1, 2 Yak-9s. Yak-9s are a very sleek plane. It's got 2 seats, or I'm at 1 seat in the front, but then 2 gunners right here, 1 on this wing, 3 barreled guns, and this Yak-9 is the original, so it doesn't have any guns on the nose. And then we're going to get some P-40s in from the United States. Let's look for some P-40. Yeah. Let's put them on my team. Honestly, I think the P-40s are going to win. I mean, but the P-40s have also 2 3-barreled guns. Pretty evenly matched planes. But the P-40s, I think they're going to be a lot more faster. And they probably got a better engine, so let's go watch it play out. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's get some new Yak-9s in. I think the AIs crashed into each other. Okay. And I think, let me just do a real bit things to fix something. Kind of messed up. Sorry about this. Okay, let the battle commence. Let's see who wins. Oh, Yak-9 sending bullets straight down onto the P-40. Let's do a little bit of a pause, see how things are going. I know they went head to head, and then they both dove down before they collided. I don't know, there's the flaps on here, so I think none of them are really that damaged, so we're just gonna watch them play out just a little bit more. That Yak-9 dove pretty low to get the advantage. 2 P-40s on this Yak-9, destroying the tail, but then this Yak-9 over here is diving up, so I think that Yak-9 is about to go down. But this P-40 is also getting hit pretty bad. Yep. This Yak-9 got hit and the bullets went straight down the center, cutting it in half. This Yak-9 is barely hitting this P-40. So, I think the P-40s are going to win. They're just too maneuverable for the Yak-9s. Even though their bullets are evenly matched, Yak-9 cannot outmaneuver a P-40. Right here, all the bullets are coming in. Yep, taking them out. So P-40s win this without barely any damage. If so, only one of them was kind of damaged, but no damage at all. P-40s win. And they're just shooting at the scrap. Now let's see how a Japanese aircraft carrier, which has its own planes, quite a bit of planes to be honest. Now I know if I map and just do pool all. If I load it on my team, I might be able to do what I want. No, both Yaks died. Both of them ended up dying. And the P-40s won. I'm just getting rid of all the planes on the aircraft carrier. Dang it! Why is it dying? It shouldn't die. Perfect. Aircraft carrier. Now, what do you want to do with this aircraft carrier? We can look at the inside of the aircraft carrier. I just removed all the planes on deck. There's about like 8 planes on deck here. Aircraft carrier is going to be a little bit hard to destroy in my opinion. But I'm pretty sure a bomber could take it out if it needed to. It's got a bunch of anti-aircraft though on the sides. All of those are anti-aircraft guns. And it's got a pretty big deck inside for planes and stuff. It's got a bunch of airspace at the bottom of the plane, at the bottom of the ship, with some bullet manufacturing. Look how big these bullets are. Dang it. think my game crashed. Well, because my game crashed, and it's getting nearer to the end, I think I'm going to end the stream here. But if you guys did enjoy watching this live stream, please leave a comment, like this video. Might do more from the depths later on. And also, I'd like to see some battle suggestions from you guys in the chat. I know a lot of you guys like Wings of Duty. I also like the game as well. But if you guys want to see some from the depths, just leave some comments on some videos. Any battle matchups that we can do with any ships, tanks, or planes. Just leave it down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this stream. And see ya.